The Nerdgasm Talk podcast is brought to you by Spaces Philly. If you love podcasts, go to spacesphilly.com where you can check out Lulu and Pop, Both Sides, Turntables, Jump Thought Super Tongue, and the Nerd Coalition's very own No Gimmicks Needed. Visit spacesphilly.com today. And now, feel the Nerdgasm. Lucy Liu joins Shazam! Fury of the Gods as a villain. I don't know anything about Shazam villains other than Black Adam. So, I don't know who she could be possibly playing.
Well, first off, I am happy. First of all, I like Lucy Liu.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big fan of Lucy Liu, and I was like, oh God, are they going to cast her in this? I'm curious to see what they are. What kind of villain they're gonna put her in there. Now, once again, Shazam or Captain Marvel, how you want to go, is not necessarily his superhero catalog is not as iconic or as Spider-Man or not as dangerous as Batman's type of villain catalog type thing.
No one's catalog is compared to theirs. If we're being honest.
Oh, exactly. I said Batman got the best in DC, Spider-Man got the best in Marvel.
Yeah.
From the villains and the most iconic. So a lot of things when it comes to Shazam deals with like Greek mythology or things with the gods or things like that. So I mean, other than Black Adam, there's like Mr. Adam, there's Dr. Savannah, which we already seen him already. There's Mr. Mind, which we're probably going to get in the sequel also because we did see a hint of Mr. Mind at the end of it. So it's kind of curious to me, like, what necessarily villain are she going to play, or she's going to be? Well, I mean, we already did the 7 deadly sins. There is a thing. There's a villain named Lady Blaze that she could necessarily be. I'm not necessarily sure if that's the way if that's the way they want to go, a type way. But it's great to, like I said, a lot of his villains and stuff like that are based in mythology and like superpower type things. And he doesn't have once again the greatest catalog of necessary villains. So, or maybe she may just be somebody new that they're going to bring into the DC also, or somebody that's also coming from another DC property to cross over with Shazam to give him. So, because we already know, like it's in the second one, we are going to definitely set up for Black Adam.
Oh yeah,
that's what. And then with Mr. Mind being there, that's probably going to be. There is another character. Was it Yola? Nola, I believe it is. That it could be a possibility.
Right.
I don't know too much about this character at all, to be completely honest with you. But just having her as part of the cast and is showing that they are still committed to doing Shazam movies. Absolutely, I'm excited for it.
Right. Now, from what I'm seeing, it says Lucy Liu will join Helen Marini's Hesperia as her sister Callisto. I'm not sure if you heard of those two at all.
Okay. No, not necessarily. No.
Okay. And I was going to ask, because it is Greek mythology, I know Wonder Woman is the daughter of Zeus. Do you think they may pull one of her villains? I'm not sure if Wonder Woman fights any gods or anything like that.
I mean, well, she did fight Ares in the first movie.
Oh yeah, I know that.
So there is a possibility that they can kind of bring it over, especially depending on which way the DCEU is going these days. So it's a possibility they could even bring somebody out from the JSA type thing. And like I said, it all depends on which way that the villains are going to go, what kind of direction they want to take Shazam in, and whatever case may be. So, like I said, when it comes to Shazam, it's a very hard sell. First off, because it's basically like the poor man Superman, even though I think he's better. And I'm just
I think so too. He's much more interesting than Superman. There's more depth to him.
I'm saying I get criticized all the time for my love for Shazam or Captain Marvel, but he is a hard sell if you're trying to bring in his other villains other than Black Adam. So I could say Black Adam being the first movie, but if Black Adam, which is set to come out next year before Shazam 2, if Black Adam don't make no cameo in there, it's going to be kind of hard to sell the sequel, basically. Even though the good one did a good fan reaction of it,
right?
And critical, but it just didn't generate the money that they were looking for.
Right.
Unfortunately,
I also believe that, you know, with WB, they have high expectations for money. Whereas like a movie that's doing really well is not good at all for them.
Yeah.
And I know you said they with Black Adam, you feel like he should appear in the second movie to sell it. I feel like they don't need Black Adam to sell this movie. The great thing about the first one, it felt nostalgic. It felt like a 2000s superhero movie. And I think that was what was so great about that movie. Also, the fact that DC went a different direction with this movie. Instead of going with the dark, they went playful with this time. And I think that attracted a lot of people. What could be the downfall of this movie is the fact that Zack Snyder's Justice League movie is out. And this is not a part of the Snyderverse. I think that will be the downfall of this movie, if there is any at all.
I 100% agree with you on that one.
Because if this is not part of the Snyderverse, I feel like no one's going to care at all.
Like I said, yeah, we already unfortunately created a divide. So with that divide, it's going to be like, oh my God, what are we going to do here? It could potentially mess up a lot of other things. So yeah, I get it.
And I still believe that WB is going to eventually backtrack and be like, yeah, this is the Snyderverse now. Everything is going to build up to the Snyderverse because they have a track record of doing all this backtracking, especially with the way they've been promoting Zack Snyder's Justice League. They put a trailer out the other day saying Zack Snyder's trilogy. I'm like, if y'all don't, right? I was like, if y'all are saying this is not part of the universe, y'all are putting a lot of money into this, showing it off as your grand prize, which I personally think is just out of character for them. But yeah, any last words on Shazam? I know it's your favorite superhero, so I wanted to give you time to talk before I go on. Like,
no, I'm saying, like I said, it was cool. I didn't get a chance to look deeply into the article of you know, anything that's been going on, but yeah, I think she's good. She's great. So I'm curious to see what they're gonna do for the sequel.
Yeah, I just want Megan Good back. That's all I want.
Hey,
that's all I want. And the little girl, she was adorable.
Yeah, darling.
She was the most adorable thing in the movie. So I know she's probably all like, you know, like 12 years old now. So we're not gonna get that cute aspect of her anymore. So it's gonna be like, well. But I think I feel like I'm gonna enjoy this movie, and whatever Sinbad is playing, I forget he's in this.
Oh God,
I forgot he's in this.
Let's move on.